friends. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you guys tonight? How are y'all tonight? Aman. Aman. well, y'all know by now how the story works. Once we see Anthony go over to Shayla's house, then of course Amber has to come on the screen. So them can't deny us Amber for too long. They cannot deny you Amber for too long. They're going to give her to you at some point in time. She has to come on screen. Me know to miss her, but they're going to. It is what it is. That's just how them work in the store right now. Amber is, I guess the best thing in this particular, realm of the show in itself. Not that she's older than thou, as some people want to talk about her as, but the truth is just the truth. Shayla is just who she is. So we're happy that Amber is here, and I have something to say about the Anthony character, but I'm going to reserve it for the rest of the video. Let's get into it.
Jay, mama said knock you out.
One more time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cupid doesn't lie, and you won't go unless you give it a try. Oh, baby, true love won't lie, and you won't know unless you give it a try.
Give it a
Sing
try.
it, baby. Hey.
You know you don't know the words.
You don't know the words.
Well, we don't know the words, but
You know I never know the words.
never know the words.
But the melody lives in my head.
There you go.
Amber is living in a place that I really love. She's living in bliss. This is where I want her from. Amber is living in. Somebody said Amber been smoking with Iman. No, I think the woman is just trying to. I don't think she's smoking. I think that Amber just needs some peace. What Amber is trying to get from her life is some peace. So the woman is living in bliss and some peace. She don't have to be high for do that. I've sang a couple times. Am I high? Is O'Neill sings a lot. O'Neill sings a lot. So the question is O'Neill high? That's the question. Are you guys saying that? Are they saying that O'Neill is high because O'Neill does sing a lot? Listen to me. Amber is just becoming different. The woman is getting to a place where she's trying to find joy outside of Anthony, and that's where she should find joy. She should find joy outside of Anthony because at this point in time, he is a energy vampire.
Yeah, you really big on this energy thing. This feels good.
Just love feeling peaceful.
Yeah. Yeah, feels good out here.
You okay, babe?
Yeah, it's just, Shayla.
There it is. And look at the mood. So for Clarence, if you're asking me, Clarence, the question, I'm glad you asked the question at the right time. Will Anthony not bring peace? No. Every time he's an energy vampire. Listen to me. Maybe I need to ask a question. Is Anthony an energy vampire? That's what I think he is. Anthony is an energy vampire. This is exactly what I think he is. The woman is high on love. Anthony is an energy vampire. 1 for yes and 2 for no. Make it easy for y'all. That's what I think Anthony is. He's an energy vampire. That's what it is. He's an energy vampire. That's exactly what it is. It is good to see To see Amber and Anthony try to sing together. A whole vibe. Thank you very much. The whole vibe. Energy vampire. That's exactly what Anthony is. An energy vampire.
And what about Shayla?
She feels that since I didn't buy her a house, that the least I could do is furnish her house.
No. 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 And once again, no. We are not.
Say that in many languages, Amber. Nilch. 9. No. Zilch. Nada. Zip. No.
Furnishing Shayla's house. I mean, she has a boyfriend who's very rich. He can handle that, I'm sure.
But what about Kai, though? I mean, he's going to be living there.
That's right. What about Kai, Amber? Kai is gonna be living there. Amber, tell him exactly what he could do about Kai. Because Anthony's asking these questions. What about Kai? Kai is gonna be living there. That's a good question. That's a fair question. What about Kai? Kai is going to be living at this house. So, I mean, shouldn't Kai have some furniture? Well. Amber, answer the question for me.
I don't want my little man to go without.
You're right. Kai deserves a beautiful room, and we'll furnish his room. Nice bed, nice dresser, maybe a little rocking chair. But that's good. That's all we're doing. Not furnishing an entire house for Shayla. Now, let me get.
Now that is a wife that I want. I want my wife to be speaking like this because this is right. Yes. Just like I said before, I agree that yes, sure, I will furnish Kai's room for you. I'll put it in whatever design you decide. If you want him room for be a race car or whatever the deal is, sure. We'll get the room painted over. We'll get him the best top of the line furniture. Make sure that him can sleep good in his own room. We'll get him everything inside of his room, but it's not my responsibility to get everything else for your house. My responsibility is for my child's room. And so I think Amber has found exactly where O'Neill is sitting. This is exactly where I'm sitting. Is Amber correct? Is Amber correct? And not because. Is Amber correct? Is Amber correct on this one? Are you rocking with Amber? One for yes and two for no. There you go. There you go. Take her to court. She needs to go to court, to be honest, not going. But Anthony a joke and a skip round and him think him can come play Amber, but him not going to do that. That's right, Amber. Take charge. She have to take charge because since Anthony doesn't know what's going on, just buy furniture for Kai, which makes sense. Anthony not going to listen. Well, let's see. I hope him better listen. He better listen. Say it louder, Amber, because it look like him the ear. Him the ear enough. No. She's correct. That's right, Amber. Put the brakes on Anthony's money. Set the limits them. Yeah, man, you set the limits on it, man. No way, no how. No. Let's give him a little credit because we've seen him communicate with Amber more. I am giving him credit. He is getting credit for communicating with Amber. I can give him that credit. Terry, you know you're right. I can give him the credit for communicating with Amber. But you're right. If I had a wife, I want my wife to say that. The days of being high is behind him. So, it's the days of being high behind him.
It's my concert.
Your concert.
And my next song is Can't Have My Joy. Can't have my peace. Not my energy. Hey, it belongs to me. I can't have my joy. Can't have my peace. Can't
Have my joy. Can't have my peace. It belongs to me.
Okay.
Can't have my joy.
Interesting. I just loved this. I don't know how it is that Clarence, I don't know enjoy the skit, Clarence, because I feel like this skit was a very, very good, informative skit of how a wife and a husband should communicate. Terry is correct that I'm happy that Anthony brought this to Amber, regardless of what's going on. You know, back then Anthony would have just done his own thing and don't say anything at all to Amber. Now, if this holds up, let's see. But back then Anthony would have done something else. Mir says Anthony and Amber need to go get the furniture shopping for Kai and do not give Shayla the money. Shayla can't be trusted with money. I agree. I agree. They need to go do the shop. So that's a good question. Should Amber go shopping with Anthony for the furniture? Should they go shopping for the furniture? I think so. I think so. I love this. Marsha, we say Marsha, he already told Shayla no, and that he was going to get his son things for his room. So, in other words, what it's telling me that both of them are in alignment. That's right, Alexis. The both of them are have fun. This where he needs to be sitting right now, and try and stop trying to take the woman's joy. Don't kill woman vibes. The woman have her vibes right now. So, she have a vibes, yes. To be honest, she has a vibe. Amber has a vibe, man. She has a vibe. So what you want to say? The woman have a vibe. Let me see what y'all are saying. Take her delusional to court. George, I've been saying, but it look like Anthony planned to do that because Anthony is like George. Anthony is reminding me of a lot of men, and I was in this category as well. So I'm just telling you what it is. May I call a speed a speed? Anthony is in this category of men who do not like to go to court. We don't like our court. We don't know why, but we just don't like to go to court. I don't know what it is about court, but some people just don't like to go to court. And we are in this particular category of men who don't like going to court. Don't know what it is. No. No, when we tell men to do, go on a court. Because it's the only way you're going to get any peace of mind. But he's in that category, sad to say. A lot of men do not want to go to court. We just don't. Don't like go to the court system. Exactly. Remember, Shayla made Amber buy a chair for $75,000. That's why they have to do this. Lockstep, eh? Nice. They are starting to. Good night, Stephanie. Anthony, all about the money. He is all about the money, but that's the thing. He needs right now. Amber is doing him a favor. He cannot argue that she's not balancing him out. He can't argue that she's not balancing him out. And if Shayla has a problem with that, then have Iman do the job or go get a job. It's as simple as that. But Amber is starting to take charge because she realized that Anthony will go overboard and she has to do that. I am happy. Me love that skit here. Yes, bring on more like this. Listen, sugar cookie. Me love this skit because this skit shows me a wife who I want. Me want my wife to step out and say, "No, you're not spending a dollar over this." I want my wife to be stepping out just like this. Anybody that want them spouse to be stepping out just like this. Just like this. Like Amber said, she's not going to buy anything cheap, so not bother with that. She's not going to buy anything. Amber is going to shop for furniture for Kai. They will also decorate a room at the mansion with matching furniture. I'm reading y'all's comments. That's what I see. That's what I see. I love what's going on. Clarence, it's his money that Shayla hasn't earned one dime. Yes. It's going to take a lot. I mean, a lot. Probably the beginning of next year, sometime before then, to see any type of court dates or anything that Anthony and Shayla is going on. It's going to get horrible at first. Yeah, it has to get horrible. I agree with that. It has to get horrible. Love this energy as well to Carletta. Don't worry, it's not just you, it's not just Nani. I love this vibe of the show. I like this of the show. So Wayne, please, we're begging you. You give it enough crap in the other series and the other skits, which I've been trying to fish for, by the way. I've been trying to fish for other parts of the content and forgive y'all, but it's like, there's nothing that is like worthy of bringing to y'all. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me try to stick here. But anyways, every now and again when they give me something, I can go for it. But give us more of these vibes. You're giving us a good thing for Lionel answered Amber so dumb. He couldn't think about telling Pepto no. Is he call him Lionel? Okay, I thought you call him Lionel. About just Kairum. He may pay for Iman to visit the Grand Canyon on his dollar. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I'm saying that it's right as to what they're trying to do. Rico DIY, thank you very much for the super chat. Let's see where it says Rico DIY. I can't believe he was actually thinking of furnishing Shayla's house. Amber should also hire a lawyer for Anthony since he can't do that. I think, you know what, Rico DIY, I think eventually Amber is going to hire a lawyer. I'm starting to see now that eventually she will have to do that. And yes, Goddess London may agree to 110%. Keep the Daltons at please, writers, please. Country Wayne's World, please. If the people can't hold the 11:30 slot, don't put them on, please, please. Let me just reach out to the writers and the people who hold on to the uploading of the videos, guys. The 11:30 slot is a very important slot. If people can't hold the slot, please don't put them on at 11:30. We don't want to see that at 11:30. You've already given us enough to watch over the day. Please give it. Please, we're asking. We are begging you just to make sure and keep the tandem in. I'm just gonna ask you that. There you go, Goddess London. I have to reach out to them right now. Rico DIY, that is correct. That is correct. Can't believe that him actually was thinking of furnishing Shayla's house. Amber should have also hired a lawyer for Anthony since him can't that. It's what it is. Amber will have to hire a lawyer. At this point, Amber will have to save Anthony. That's the funny thing. The funny thing is, based on what we're seeing, and two for no, based on what we're seeing, it's almost like Amber will have to save this dude because really and truly, he is so caught up, he is so naive, he is so slow that the woman just have to save him. It tough. It shouldn't be like this. It normal is not like this, but some way somehow she has to save him. At this point, Amber has to save him. You are correct, Rico DIY. Amber has to save him. Amber have to save him right now because him just too slow. Him just can't pick up and like I said before, and that's why I said what I said about Anthony's thing and what PR was saying was nonsense. Either that or the story fall apart. Because listen, ain't no way him going to be a ladies man and acting like this. You could not be a ladies man and be acting like this. You can't be no player and be acting like this because players don't get played like this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. The levels that Anthony is willing to be played at, just different. You want to buy a whole furniture set for a house that your baby mother lives in, that a next man is coming into. That don't make no sense to me. It made no sense. It made no sense at all to me. None. None it make to me. None. So Rico DIY, I totally accept what you're saying. If they keep vibing like this, he will listen to Amber. That's what it is. It's clear. Amber will not do that. Neither her nor Anthony is thinking about that type of lawyers. I say it's because of the dumb paternity test. They talked about courts. They should have went there after they get. They should have went there from the get go. Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. It was jumbled up, based on what's written inside of the thing. I see what you're saying, Navan in one. Navan in one. I see what you're saying. They should have gone there from the get go. I agree with that. I agree with that totally. Amber is dealing with reality while Anthony is with emotions. That's interesting, because actually Amber has the male energy right now. It's tough. It's tough for me to say this as a man, but Amber is displaying more male energy than Anthony. And I mean this no by no means of the slightest bit. But when I say male energy, there are certain logics that men work on. That I say Amber displaying versus Anthony, which is really, really tough. Really and truly tough. Stefan, let me see if I can find a comment. Read the comment. Please read the comment. Put up. Okay, you put up a comment. Y'all remember O'Neill Iman? Y'all remember O'Neill? Iman said he gave Shayla rent and car payment for food for a year, not for a house. He did say that. That's what I'm saying. Give her the money for. We can actually check this out because people have been displaying this. Amber was outside looking like she ate an edible Iman left in Kai's book bag from either day, thinking it was a gummy bear. I don't think so. I know what they're saying, but I don't think so. I think Amber is just trying to find peace. I know what they're saying on the Wayne channel, but no. This time, I think it's unbelief. I believe that Amber is trying to find peace. Now I'm like this. I will sit down and I will put. I'm like this, the anti-reviews. You might say the same thing about O'Neill. It's so funny enough, the anti-reviews. You might have said the same thing with O'Neill because O'Neill is like this as well too. O'Neill is like this. O'Neill might actually put on some music and just dance. And people ask me, what am I dancing for? What did I win? What did I get? Nothing at all. I'm just dancing because sometimes that's the way you communicate with the universe. Hey, is how it work, you know? So she's getting her Jamaican on. So, it really doesn't make no sense to furnish a house that you're not living in for another man to smoke her all up. What you need to do is to find out when she's moving, then order Kaya bed. That's what we're doing. Hey, listen to me. I agree with you, Stephanie. Let me see if I can search for that video, Stephanie. I know what you're talking. When Iman, you say Iman gives Shayla money, $50,000. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find that. What you said. Hold on. Iman gives Shayla 50K. Let's see if we find this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. This is what it is right here. Okay,
Intuition,
hold on.
the
Give me a
instinct
moment.
inside.
So this is what people were trying to comment on the whole money thing. Everybody's kind of arguing this. Let's see what this was. Give me one bit.
What is this for?
It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I mean, figure, you got your rent, you got your car, got your shorty. That should be good for the year, like, you know what I mean? You can find something to do with 50.
What? No.
Yeah.
Iman, are you serious?
So that's what the money is for. So Stephanie is correct. The money is for a year's worth of rent. So she gave her the money for a year's worth of rent. That's what I'm giving her the money for. Now, as to if she's going to buy a house, we don't know. She should buy a house. Maybe she's been listening to O'Neill and she should buy a house. You understand? If I were to give her some ideas of things, she should buy a house. I mean, come on. You're using the pump pum gonna last only so long. So she should buy a house. She can afford it. But hey, who to tell? Who to tell? Amber is staying in a happy place. I'm like that because O'Neill does these things. Whatever Amber is doing, that's O'Neill for you. You could find O'Neill dancing on a porch like this. You could find O'Neill dancing in the pool right now outside. You could find O'Neill dancing somewhere and you're asking me why am I dancing? Just like that. He told her to pay rent and what comes first. Amber not allowing no one to upset her peace. That's what I'm saying. And I don't mind her doing all of this. No, she don't. Listen, I don't mind. I don't see nothing wrong. Hey, I don't mind. You remind me of myself. Amber is happy that she's at a place where she's not arguing and focusing with Anthony. That's exactly what she's doing. In fact, what I think she's going to do, this is the thing with Amber right now. Amber is focusing Anthony. Amber is focusing Anthony to his blessing. So I believe that. I believe that you can focus yourself and others to your blessing. I believe this. I believe that what you can actually do is you can focus so much on peace that other things come to you. I tend to find that when I'm in the happiest of moods, that's when things work out. So because apparently it brings a certain energy, it tends to just attract more things. So I think that that's what it is. You buy a house without a job is lame. Well, she have. Listen, if Anthony's already going to pay what you call it, listen. As long as she's not buying a house that's super expensive, she could buy a house. Because as of right now, she have the little baby. She get $50,000. Houses in Georgia is not expensive. Them cost about what, $300,000. So really and truly, she could put on 50,000. Put that down. You know, she's paying what, $4,000 now for where she's at. She could get a mortgage for that. That's why I said what I said. Now, what she could have done, hold on, Mary, Mary, can you talk to the real estate man now, Mary? Mary, you talk to the real estate man. So the deal is this. If she buys a house, what she could do is rent out the other rooms she has to the other girls that are there. She could rent Delicia a room, Delicia could work, and Delicia could pay her rent. She could buy a 4-bedroom house, Delicia pay her rent. She lives there, Kai have him room, she live there. She have Delicia that's there, Delicia pay her rent. Zashri could come there, Zashri could pay some rent. There you go. Y'all have to know to spend this thing in this time. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Yes, Amber has become a point of original point of focus. She can't buy a house. She just needs to get very. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but if put it this way, she buys a house, right? And let's look at mortgages. If she buys a house with $50,000 down, I'm gonna show y'all this because y'all probably don't realize what's going on. And no, I'm not saying no, Cassim, don't worry yourself. I know what y'all are saying. I know what y'all are saying. I do the same thing with music in my head, and I dance. Sometimes I have to find joy. Sometimes I just have to find joy. Where you say thing there, and Iman told Wayne he will give Shayla. Iman told Wayne that he will give Shayla, but it will be over a year, but not every day. There you go. So in other words, she's not getting the money every day, but she's getting 50 grand right now. Anthony already pays rent. What I'm saying is this. I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. House. Let's do this again. For sale in Georgia. In Atlanta, Georgia. Let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. Let's do this. Come on, let's do this. I know they won't do it, but I'm just saying that she could do it. The deal is just that she just don't want to do it because, of course, them brain not thinking like this. But I'm just showing what I'm saying. Don't buy a condo because you're gonna have to pay the condo fees. But nonetheless, if she were to buy a condo, I'm just showing you what's going on. If she buys a condo, which she not go buy a condo because she going to want a house for living, says okay, let's go for a house. Let's just go for a house. Let's go for a house. This house, this house. Look at this. This is a house. $375,000. Let me show you what the mortgage looks like. Let me show you what the mortgage looks like. Let me show you what the mortgage looks like. 20% down. So let's say that's where we are. Down payment. Let's say she buy it on FHA. I'm just giving out because remember, you know, she could use the child support payments or whatever payment she's getting. By the way, Angela, it's today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Angela. Give me one moment, guys. It's somebody's birthday. Happy birthday. Angela, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Pum, pum, pum. This is your day. Pum. On your TV. Wanna wish you a lovely day. This is your day. Your day. Happy birthday to you. To you. To you. There you go. Anyways, so let's just say, I had to do that. A break in the show. Happy birthday, Angela. So let's say she puts down this. Okay, she can't afford this house. Buy the house she can afford. So she can't afford this house. Let's get her another house. Let's get her another house that she can pay for. Come on, folks. Let's do this. There's something called budgeting. Let's take down the numbers down to, let's say 350. There we go. 350. Give me some results. No condos, no condos, no condos. There we go. 279 for this house. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. Let's go. 3 bedrooms, two. This is a single family house. This is a single family house. Let's do this, guys. Listen to me. Listen to me. Your boy love him some real estate. Your boy love him some real estate. She could show. What she would have to do is she'd have to use Anthony to show her income coming in. She can do that, or she can have him as a co-signer, being that he's already paying for what it is. The deal is that they're just not on good terms. That's the problem. But look at this now. So let's just say that there you go. So her 50 grand could go right there. And her monthly payment, look at her monthly payment. Her monthly payment is $1,906. Even if we just say, we're gonna take it down to 50 grand. Look at this. Down payment of 50,000. There you go. Or let's say we do, you know what? Because you have to have cash to close. Let's say we do $40,000. Let's say we do this. Let's say we do this. Update and close. Cash to close 51. Due at closing is about 51. We're gonna take it down so that our payment is just there. Let's do 39,000. Hold on, $35,000. Because you're going to need cash to close. I want to make sure she use all the 50 grand. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So look at this now. So her cash to close, let's look at that. Her cash to close is, due at closing is $46,000. No, we're not talking about her getting first time home buyer credit, because she could get first time home buyer credit. Okay. So the people must say she income. What kind of income does she get? All she has to do is say, Anthony, I want to put you on child support. Simple. Or say, you know what? He goes to the child support court or go to the court or whatever it is and says, I'm going to establish that this is the money I give her. And he gives her that amount of money. And there you go. There you go. Or she could ask for him to be the co-signer. He could be the co-signer for the house. He doesn't own it, but him pay on it. Because in any event, he's going to pay anyways. So Anthony could be the co-signer. Anthony could be, hold on folks, the co-signer. That's the point I'm making. Zero income, but Anthony could be her co-signer, folks. You can have a co-signer. Anthony can be her co-signer. That's her collateral. He could be her co-signer. The problem is not whatever. The problem is this. The problem that you're having with Amber, guys, with Shayla is this. She is taking this as being combative. She's not working with him. She's being combative. Why I'm saying can be our co-signer Kasim is because in any event, he's still paying the rent. He's still paying the rent already anyways, and it's the same amount of money. He's going to pay the same amount of portion. They said no to us. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But since I don't want to take it, I'm just showing you how she could afford the house. The deal is this. She's just a combative baby mother. If she was a much smarter baby mother, she would have gotten this, but she's not smart. That's the problem. The problem are not the other pieces. She combative and she hard to deal with. That's the problem. We need to remember she doesn't want to pay any bills. Correct. So that's why if he's the co-signer, Stephanie, you don't allow, if you're the co-signer of the loan, you pay the loan. He's already paying the rent, so he just pays the loan. Amber has been turning his head all along. And we were telling you that, but no one was picking up on it. Well, it's getting more right now. Anthony will be better off being put on child support. Well, there you go then, whichever one. Put him on child support and then she get the 3,000. She still pays for the house. Either way, I'm saying the money is there. It's just that they're not converting the money. Us black folks sometimes just know how to convert the money. That's all. We just don't know how to put the money from a liability into an asset. That's all I'm saying. He already said that Iman bought her the house and he loves her. So why was she asking Anthony to be a sniffing that? This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they're talking about her buying a house, and I'm saying if she was on better terms, this is what I'm saying. If she was a less combative woman and she was smart, she would have said to Anthony, Anthony, you know what? I know we're not together anymore. I don't want to be combative to you. I want to go buy a house. Don't worry, I'm going to pick out one of these houses. I'm going to take this 50 grand that I have. I'm going to put as a down payment. The money you already pay for the rent, I just want you to be able to pay that in mortgage. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, folks. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, if he wants to, him could have said, well, tell you what, I got put Kai's name on it. I'm just saying that, listen, friends, don't beat me up. Just as say, I'm just showing you how she could afford the house. That's all. That's all I'm doing. Guys, listen to me. I'm just showing you how she could have afforded the house. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing, folks. Anthony needs to start beating Shayla at her own game because she thinks she's winning at whatever game she's playing. That makes sense. Who wants to bet a penny that Shayla is not going to buy a house? And that is the problem, Nanya. That's the problem. The problem is that this is what I was talking about when I was reasoning with faith as a substance. What I feel like our community lacks because of maybe education or maybe we're just not taught it is how to level up. Right? Women like Shayla only know how to use them legs to level up. They don't know how to use them brains to level up. Some of the times we don't know how to level up. Because Shayla has gotten a lot of things but doesn't realize she's getting them. Instead, she just want to do what she's doing. Rico, I know, but we take a furnished Kai room and give him a bed, dresser, and a little play area in the room, like what Jay did with Ava, and that's it. The sofa and the rest of the furniture is on Shayla. Correct. I agree. Ashley, thank you very much. All O'Neill did a while ago was just break down a deal for y'all. That's all O'Neill did. He used to do this. Just used to do this, guys. That's what we do. You know what I mean? I have not sold real estate in a little time, but I still do advise every now and again and show people how to buy. That's all. That's all. Only because, hey, I figure us black folk don't buy as much as we should buy. Not we're not buying, but we can buy a little more. First of all, Shayla is not going to want a single family house. She wants a house equals or better to Amber's. And that's the problem, Carla. That's what I'm saying. Those are the problems Shayla has. It's the combativeness. No, no, no. Amber don't need to pay nothing. She better rent her a house. Her mother said that they are rich. That is true. That is true. They did say that. Shayla will need co-signers. Wayne might sign on the dotted line for her. Exactly. He might just sign for her. Who knows? Amber told Anthony not to buy her a house. Her NBA star can buy her a house. And I don't think I'm because Shayla wanted a mansion. The problem with Shayla is that she wants a mansion. And you're not getting a mansion. That's the problem. The problem is that she's looking for a mansion. She's combative and she's looking for a mansion. But only if she would have humbled herself and say, you know what, Anthony, Amber, this is what Shayla should have done. Listen, this is what Shayla should have done. This is what I want a black woman them to do. You mess up like this, you come by and say, Amber, my apologies. I apologize to you for, what I've caused to your family and the things that you have gone through. Anthony, I really and truly apologize to you. You know what, Anthony, I really want to keep it from your son. Right now, I'm doing this by my house, right? And I'm living in this apartment. I'd love for Kai to get a house. I don't need a mansion, Anthony. All right. You know what? I know that you're paying the rent. How about this, Anthony? How about I get a house that's in the range of the same money that you're paying right now for the rent or less? If I can find that, we get something. If I can't find that, we don't get something. How does that sound to you? That's what Shayla needs to do. That's what Shayla needs to do. But she's not doing that. Because these girls want things ready made. And that is the problem. They're showing the issues that our young girls in the black community is having. Them want ready-made man, them want ready-made house, them want ready-made car, them want the things them ready-made. They're not willing to take them time and level up piece by piece. That is the problem. That's what the Shayla character is showing us. Let me read some comments. Josh will probably end up co-signing for that house because she wants a house too. Exactly. There you go. There you go. Shayla is going to ask Wayne to help her to buy a house. There you go. She can ask other people. They will chip in. But she would never do that because she wants him to think that Iman, and that's the point, sniffing hat. That's what I said to you. It's not that, hey, listen, O'Neill look here, O'Neill could not give a rat's titty with the Shayla character. But I'm peeling back for a bit and saying, okay, now that we see exactly where it's at, what's the issue? I'm just showing you what am I highlight in the black community, what they're highlighting. I'm gonna look now. I think that she's gonna stay right there in the little fish bowl. It's- who wants to bet a penny that Shayla is not going to buy a house? I can't believe Nanya is saying these things. Nanya not easy, you know. If only, if only my that's what more. Listen to me. When I speak on these, me try to find solutions. Nanya, what did I read the comment, Nanya? O'Neill, that sound good. But that and a green elephant you will not see. It sounds good. Okay, it sounds good. It sounds good. Hey, I mean, hey, it's unicorn meat, you know. Anthony is an energy hound. But this is better for them if they resolve these issues within the boundaries of their marriage instead of seeking outside counsel. Ramona, yes. I totally agree that that's what I like about this today. I'm gonna Mela shut up. Mela shut up. Is O'Neill giving the writers ideas? You know what? One of these days, the writers are going to come out and say, O'Neill, we made the content based on you, my brother. I'm giving them a lot of ideas. I know a couple stuff. I mean, hey, I don't know everything, but you kind of have some experience. That's all I'm saying. George, I have a feeling that this is going to start showing Iman her true colors. Something is going to happen. Not all of them, O'Neill. That's true. That's true. I'm just saying. Shayla is lazy. She don't want to get up and go work like everyone else. And that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. That is the problem, Angela. Angela Atkinson, that is the problem with a lot of our young girls these days. It's the lack of knowing that you already have a start, an upper hand. You're not realizing you have an upper hand. You have a start. 50 grand is a heck of a start. That's just the point. Iman gives her 50 grand and the 50 grand will not go anywhere. Anthony has given her a start that it goes nowhere. And they're showing you the problem that our young girls are having these days because they're not taking what they have and turning it into gold. That's the problem. Them come like the story in the Bible with the man with 5 talent, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the man with the 1 talent, what did he do? Bury it. Don't give a rat's titty. And that me say, that's what I said, Stephanie. Rat titty. Not none of that. That's what me say. This is what I don't give a rat's titty. That's what I said, Stephanie. Me not give a rat titty. We don't give a rat's titty. We don't give a rat's titty. Let's read some comments here, folks. Let's read some. Shayla's getting a house and a row home. Not give a rat titty. O'Neill I get crazy, eh? What I'm happy about is that Anthony is finally starting to get some what transparent with Amber when it comes to Shayla. And she has let him know. She has to let him know that when it comes to her, She for the highest bidder. There we go. There we go. That's correct. None of them stop it as well. I'm gonna stop it because it feels like O'Neill have too many ideas and the writers are using my ideas. I don't mind them using it, but it feel like it go against the audience. So writers, I'm not gonna continue to give a bunch of different stuff because it goes against us. Me no give a rat's titty. Not a rat titty me no give. Not a rat titty. It's what it is. Y'all are correct. You guys are correct. When I say things, the writers them take it. Why y'all saying Shayla don't have a job? She has a job. She said the woman sells pum pum out. The woman sells. She's an escort. Shayla has a job. Y'all need to stop this. Shayla has a job. She is an escort. That's what the woman is. She's an escort. One for yes and two for no. And we're not lying. That's what she does for a living. Come on here, folks. That's what the woman does. The writers like to see feedback. That's what she does. That's what she pay for the stuff them. George, we said, George, only you're wrong about Shayla because Iman and the marijuana said that she's humble. Humble my backside. George, listen to me. George, please. George, not upset O'Neill. No matter upset me, George, man, because you know said the woman no. The humble which part. George, George, wait, listen to me. I don't know what Iman is talking about. Iman don't know what Iman talk about. Iman a smoke weed. Iman a smoke bushweed. We not give a rat titty. Bushweed is exactly what Iman smoking. Bushweed. This our Iman a smoke. Let me see if I can find it. Bushweed. This is exactly what Iman is smoking. Weed where they are bush. Skunk. This is exactly what Iman has been smoking. That him a smoke. This is what he has been smoking. This is exactly what he has been smoking. Whatever it is. George, listen to me here, George. He has been smoking which humble? What kind of humble, George? It was mad. Iman has been as high as a kite. Iman don't know what's going on. Iman was high when he said that Shayla was humble. Bushweed him a smoke. But whatever it is. You know what? You know, Rico DIY. You're right, you know. The writers need to cut me a check for all of the ideas me give them. Because I realize every time I give them an idea, them come up next day with some explanation and stuff. But you know what, writers? Hey, you know what? Me no mind. As long as O'Neill gets to review the skits and I get content to review, and I get to present whatever ideas you're conveying to the audience, so the audience can learn something from the skits, I'm perfectly fine. Don't worry yourself. For right now, I'm good. So, the stickiest of icky. That's exactly what this is exactly what he's been smoking. The stickiest of ickies. A big head spliff. Big head. Let me say get a big head spliff. Big head spliff. Something like the stickiest of ickies. This is exactly. It was a faddy. When Iman said this, he was smoking a faddy. The stickiest. This is exactly what Iman was smoking when he said all of this. That's correct, Kasim. The stickiest of it. He was smoking a fatty. He was smoking a fatty. When Iman said Shayla was humble, that's what he was smoking. He didn't know what he was talking about. Iman has been smoking. There's no human humble. Please. Iman don't know what he's talking about. And Wayne knows that Iman doesn't know what he's talking about either. Doesn't know what he's talking about. The writers need to keep Iman on the show. So Shayla can stay away from Amber and Anthony. Milver, I totally agree with you. I think that Iman is needed right now. We don't want Iman to go anywhere, by the way, because right now, please give Amber and Anthony some rest. I've been begging. I've been begging the writers. Writers, please. Writers, I just want to reach out to you and tell you tonight that, I'm sorry for all of the things that I said about you guys. I really apologize, writers, for criticizing your show. I mean, I know that, sometimes you guys get petty because Wayne, writes the skits. So I want to say, writers, that, I apologize for all that's been happening. And I just want to let you know that, please, if you can just do one thing for me and just, if you can just keep the Amber and Anthony character as happy as possible so we can watch that. We're not into the toxicity. You understand? So we want you to keep Iman with Shayla if you can as much as possible. Can you keep her smoked up? You can keep her as weed up as possible. Just keep her over there, please. So that way that works so that way. If you can keep her over there, we're perfectly fine. So, there you go. I'm gonna talk to the writers then. I'm gonna talk to the writers then. Yes, that's correct. Iman does make her skits more interesting to watch because if it wasn't for Iman, she'd have been long gone. Iman is funny. I don't even look at Fiona. When he is on the skit, I'm tired of looking at the woman, little girl, or whatever she is. Listen. That's what we've been doing. We want to see Iman on screen. We don't want to see him smoking a split, but Clarence, Clarence, please. Clarence, please, Clarence and go on. Only not going to have money on TV. Clarence, please. Clarence, please. Please. Clarence, please. Go on, Clarence. Go on. Clarence. Can you guys type Clarence Guan in the chat for me, please? Can you please just type Clarence Guan in the chat for me? Clarence Guan. Guan, Clarence. Guan. Please. You come for upset the people's stomach in the night. Please, Clarence Guan. Clarence Guan. Please. Don't bother with it. Don't bother with it. We tell you exactly what's going on already. Shayla needs to stay over by where Iman is. Make Iman keep giving her $50,000. It's perfect. Nobody's listening to her anyways. Sheila told Wayne that of the two of them, it's just like the two of them. And Wayne said, no way, him not even close. Please, Clarence, please. Clarence, where you going, Clarence? Clarence, no, Clarence, no, don't leave Clarence. We're just joking around. But please, Clarence, no bother with it. Where is Clarence? Where is Clarence? Where is Clarence? Clarence, where there? Lord gosh. No, you can't even believe it. That's what I have to tell him for Guan. It's just a saying in Jamaica. We say Guan. It's a way of saying Guan with that foolishness. Guan, Clarence, Guan, Guan. You have to say, you can't say go on. You have to say Guan. Not go on, but go on. Not go on, but Guan. You have to give it to him in a Jamaican language. There you go. Y'all learn something. Where's Clarence? Clarence? Lord gosh, Clarence. Clarence, about that time say run gone. So, what I love though is I love that Amber was extremely happy. That's all I care about. As long as Amber is happy for right now, please give us 50 more happy Amber skits. Give me about 50 more Happy Amber skits. Then I can show in the next one in there. One for yes, and two for no. If them can give me about 50 more Happy Amber skits, I'm perfectly fine. Clarence gone. Writers, we here at O'Neill TV are beseeching you. We're asking you, just give us one Happy Amber skit a day for the next 50 days, and we will be okay. Please. All best right now. Amber is in a better place, and I like where Amber is. I want to go to where Amber is. I want to go to the place that Amber is. I want to go where Amber is. I don't know about anybody else. I want to go where Amber is right now. Wherever Amber is, whatever place she's lying in, that's where I want to be. Wherever happy place Amber there, that I want. O'Neill put 100, I might get 50, you know, say right? Me need to put 100 because knowing the writers, them, they have a way of, when you say 50, them get 25. Where Clarence gone? Where Clarence gone? Clarence, no bother with it, you know. The skit was so refreshing to see tonight that seeing Amber was happy and unbothered made my night. It did make my night as well too, isn't it? That's how lovely it is. Me can go sleep good. Me can fluff my pillow tonight. My pillow will be fluffed. I can fluff my pillow in peace. Tonight me can fluff my pillow. Woof. Just fluff it up. What did I just think about a while ago? I just think about something fluffy. I didn't say that. Who said that? Who is saying that? About fluffy. La da dee. Dee da da. La da dee. My pillow can be fluffed tonight. Stephanie, where you say your comments, Stephanie? And one skit with Amber being pregnant. That's correct. We need a skit with Amber being pregnant. Writers, we need writers. We need a skit with Amber pregnant. Better than that, with Amber having a baby. With Amber having a baby. If it's your will, writers. Since we have to beseech writers and forgive us stuff. Your pillars can be fluffed. Anyways, friends, it's late. It should have been pretty much a simple skit, but you know what? It's time for me to go to bed. Folks, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all very much for tuning out with me tonight. It's a wonderful night. I may be traveling tomorrow, but I will be on, so just look out for me. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. Love and Angela, happy birthday as well to you. Hope you enjoy the birthday.